squirrel.
Oh, I'm the baby giraffe.
Welcome to the first official episode of ShitNation addressing Sesame Street. The reason this is an episode of ShitNation is because Sesame Street has decided they need to address the opioid crisis.
Wait, what?
Opioid crisis.
Hold on.
So, one of the new Muppets on Sesame Street has a mother addicted to opioids, and it's the child's point of view.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Way.
Holy shit.
According to Sophie Lewis on CBS News.
What? Is this another situation like the tabloid thing you told me about?
No, this is CBSNews.com. Do you want me to read you the article?
Yes.
Sesame Street is teaching kids how to talk about an especially difficult topic, the opioid crisis. In a series of new segments, Muppet Carly reveals she's been living in foster care because her mother is battling addiction. Carly is a 6-year-old yellow-haired Muppet introduced in May, lives with her foster parents, Dahlia and Clem. She will tell her backstory in online-only segments as part of the Sesame Street in Communities initiative, Sesame Workshop announced Wednesday. In new videos and other content, favorite Sesame Street characters like Elmo and Abby learned what Carly is going through and helped their friend to cope, Sesame Street Workshop.
Oh my god, this is
release.
a real thing.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I told you I did real research for this one.
No, it's a real Muppet.
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a real thing.
Yes, I'm reading you a real news article.
Editor, put a picture on screen
I will be
now.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is a real thing.
Yeah. So, according to Sesame Workshop, 5.7 million children under the age of 11 in the U.S. live with a parent battling a substance abuse disorder. That's 1 in 8 kids and doesn't include children who have been separated from a parent due to circumstances like divorce, incarceration, or death related to their addiction.
This is...
So...
The Washington Post, the New York Times, what is this? CBS.
There was an ABC article
There's
about
an
it
ABC
too.
article. There's a BBC article about it. There's a USA Today article about it. There's a Time Magazine article about it. There's an NBC article about it. This is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
I am thoroughly...
Are you surprised that it's on ShitNation?
I am thoroughly shocked that it's a real thing, that they're addressing an...
So far,
opioid.
everything we have done, even in our beta episodes, have been real things.
Well, yeah, but those are just like stupid shit. This is just like an actual real life topic on a kid's show.
Yes.
What?
And this isn't the only one.
What do you mean this isn't the only one?
This isn't the only one.
No.
December 14th, 2018, it was announced that Sesame Street
oh my fucking god.
has introduced Lily, who's the first homeless Muppet.
No way.
That's
a lie.
Grover is not homeless.
Oscar the Grouch is.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's not homeless. He lives in a trash can. His house is huge.
That might as well be homeless.
That's not homeless.
What the fuck? Do we ever see inside Oscar's?
She literally sleeps on the street. We do see inside Oscar's.
When? I'm looking up a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucking massive in there.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Oscar is not homeless.
Oscar's not homeless.
What? But they're addressing homelessness?
They're addressing homelessness and they're addressing opioid addiction now.
Dude, when I was watching Sesame Street as a kid, I didn't even know how to spell. I didn't even know the alphabet. And you expect for kids now to know about homelessness and an opioid addiction?
Apparently they do. And what's really sad is, okay, my question is, if a kid is homeless,
how are they going to watch Sesame
this?
Street?
Okay, I get the opioid one.
I don't.
Because it's the online-only ones, so it's like they can show those episodes specifically to children.
I guess.
To help them.
I guess.
And, like, that's on top, like, the kids that are going to be seeing it are the kids that are getting help for their parents.
That makes sense. It's more of like a...
So it's more of like a there to aid.
It's an aid. Okay, it's an aiding. That makes sense.
But, like, this is just on their regular one. Lily is a 7-year-old girl whose family comes to stay with friends when they lose their apartment.
They legit have a homeless Muppet.
They legit have a homeless Muppet.
What?
And it's in their regular one. It's not in the online.
It's just on the TV
one.
show.
It's on the TV show regularly.
I
so
don't believe it.
like, I would get how it, and people have a problem with it because of Oscar, even though Oscar's not really homeless.
Well, which we've just proven.
We just proved.
Once again, put up another picture of Oscar's fucking house. How the hell do they expect...
It says that this character, as well as the daily hardships of being homeless, those children may suffer due to poverty, domestic violence, or other trauma that cause them to lose their home.
You're expecting kids to be able to identify domestic abuse now?
Apparently.
Is that what we're getting at here?
Okay, the age range for Sesame Street is like preschool. I don't think I've watched Sesame Street since I was 6, and there's no way I would have understood any of this before that.
Shit, I didn't even understand when I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, why is there this big fucking yellow bird here?
I know for a fact I watched Sesame Street every day, and I could not tell you a single episode.
I remember the characters. I don't remember the story or anything that they did.
I remember Elmo used to sing to a fish. Nothing.
It was goldfish. He had a goldfish.
I don't think I ever learned anything from Sesame Street.
Elmo might be homeless. That man lives in a drawing house. He might be on...
Okay.
That's why they're addressing the opioid addiction. Elmo is on drugs. He's living in a drawing house. There ain't no way. I want to know what Elmo does for a living now. Elmo, what do you do?
Well, Elmo's also supposed to be like 3 years old, and he's helping his friend cope with her mother being addicted to opioids.
And also another one who doesn't have a place to live. What was the homeless one's name? Lily? So you're telling me that...
Hold up. I wasn't even expecting this. As I read more from the article, we want homeless children to know they are not alone, followed in the next paragraph by Bert and Ernie's sexuality debate rages.
Wait. Whoa. They're brothers. Hold up. What's happening here? About what are we questioning? Whoa. We're not going to slide past that one. We're explaining this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ShitNation. This has turned into the Sesame Street episode where we debate everything that's been on in that show for the past... How long has it been on? 20-something years now?
It started in 1969, so way more than 20 years.
For the past 5,000 years now, we're questioning what they've done.
It's not 5,000 years.
I don't care. I'm throwing
70.
out shit.
No, 50.
We can't do math on this show, people. That's not what we're here for.
We should have watched more Sesame Street.
We did. We watched enough. I watched enough to know that Bert and Ernie, we don't
They're
need to...
brothers.
Yes. And now
So-
we're questioning their sexuality?
Okay, this all started because in 2017, they introduced an autistic Muppet girl named Julia, and Sesame Street won praise because of that.
Yes.
So since then, they have decided to bring into question Bert and Ernie's sexuality,
What?
create a homeless character,
No.
and create a character whose mother was addicted to opioids.
I can understand...
They did all of that in 1 year, people.
Okay, I can understand the autistic one. That makes sense.
I understand that one, yes.
I actually approve of that, and I like it a lot because
And
that's an issue. That's not an issue. That's a thing that
Kids should know.
Kids should know and learn about. You
Yes.
know, it just makes sense.
Well, and I get the opioid one because the way that they put it in there.
Now that I understand that, I agree with it.
It's another thing to specifically help specific
Yes.
people.
Kids at the age of 4 don't need to question Bert and Ernie's sexuality or homelessness, for that matter.
Well, if they're
Maybe a little bit
homeless, how
homeless.
are they even watching it?
Maybe they can question a little bit of homelessness, but not in a manner where you need to put it on fucking Sesame Street. This is a kids show, by the way.
Yeah, I don't.
This is on like fucking PBS Kids or something.
It is on PBS Kids. It's for preschoolers.
And you're telling me.
And yeah.
You're going to put Bert and Ernie. I don't give a fuck about the homelessness anymore. That's minor compared to the other one. You're kidding me.
To be fair, wait until kids are older.
Next thing you know, they're gonna bring a character on with cancer. Oh look, this person has cancer. What are we gonna do? Like fucking hell.
I understand that Sesame Street is trying to help people.
Yes.
But it seems like a lot really fast.
Yes.
And some of these things
don't need to happen.
It seems like kids don't really need to know about.
Yes.
Like
sexuality, Homelessness.
At least not that young.
Yes.
If Sesame Street was for, like, 10-year-olds...
No.
Not the sexuality part, but the homeless part.
Yes.
And that would make sense to have the
Yes.
opioids, too.
Yes.
But, like, a 3-year-old's not going to understand that.
A 3-year-old doesn't even know what fucking homelessness is. A 3-year-old's off playing with fucking Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, well, like, I get that, like, a 3-year-old might be like, oh, that person's like me. But they're not going to process anything other than that.
Yes.
And, like, they might just see Elmo and be like, that person's like me because
I'm also
he's
red.
drawing.
I am also red and have a goldfish that I talk to.
When my cousin was 3, he was very fascinated by the washing machine. He didn't understand what it was, but he liked it. He would watch that if it was going instead of the TV, even
Fair
if we
enough.
had Sesame Street
Fair
on.
enough.
So I think Sesame Street's seriously overestimating the cognitive abilities of 3-year-olds.
Yes. We've hit a point in human society where we have become so smart that we are looping back around to being fucking stupid again. Like
Well-
we've peaked and now we're just like slowly declining.
I would get it if they were trying to improve the minds
Yes.
of children so that, like, the next generation could be even smarter.
Yes.
But opioids aren't going to do that. Homelessness isn't going to do that.
Opioids do the opposite of that. They make you stupider.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. We do not condone drugs or homelessness. That's not true. We don't condone drugs on this podcast.
I feel like there should be a way to help with homelessness. Not just, like, making a TV series so that people can cope with it.
Yes.
That's not helping.
That's not helping.
That's like putting a Band-Aid on a cut that needs stitches.
It's like putting a Band-Aid on cancer. It's a serious issue that you're not helping. You need to, like...
Please keep in mind, we are not experts on this at all. We are
No.
just sitting down to have a logical discussion based off of the information presented in those articles.
If anything, we're fucking idiots as well. We're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what we're talking about half the time. We're just bringing our own opinion
We're
into
just
it.
trying to logic this through right now.
Feel free to take everything we say with a grain of salt and disregard our opinion completely. Because at the end of the day, it is just our opinion.
You can totally believe that a 3-year-old has the cognitive abilities to understand what an opioid addiction is.
Go fucking wild.
And that their parents could not afford to feed them because
Yes.
they had to put illegal substances into a needle and shoot it in their arm.
Yes. Go wild with your mind. Just do not blame us for anything, please.
Sesame Street, don't sue us. We're just thinking.
We are just using your name a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. Please don't kill us. We are not as powerful as we wish we were. We cannot afford lawyers.
Can you look up now, though? I'm curious. What is the age range that Sesame Street is for?
Okay. They found that although the show was produced for 3 to 5-year-olds, children began watching it at a younger age.
Yeah, like a 3-year-old's not going to understand that.
A 5-year-old isn't going to understand that.
I have how many cousins do I have? Okay, I have 9 cousins. Out of those 9 cousins, I watched 7 grow up. And I can tell you that either my family has really bad genes or no 3-year-old is going to be able to understand any of those topics that Sesame Street just introduced.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched my youngest brother grow up and he's 6 and he doesn't understand what opioid addictions are. The kid plays Minecraft. It's just the concept of you're putting it on a kid's show.
So
That's
I would
fair.
understand it if, like, the kid was 10. My 10-year-old cousins could definitely understand it. I would
Yeah.
say maybe my 8-year-old cousin would, but then I don't know if my older cousins would have understood it when they were 8.
At 10 it would make sense, it's just about whether they learn it or not. But younger than that, I don't expect them to at all.
I could get trying to introduce it at, like, maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah.
They wouldn't understand it,
No.
but it would set a foundation for what the understanding that they could develop.
Yes.
But not 3.
No. No.
Especially not younger than
No.
that. If we're talking 1-year-olds now, because they said younger, the age range was 3 to 5,
Yeah,
and
I
younger
mean-
than that watch.
No. None of them are understanding what addiction is.
It's not even laying a foundation at that
No,
point.
it's just teaching them what it is, and that's not helping anything. I mean, I guess.
Well, the homelessness too.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of unnecessary moving parts.
Well, I feel like with the homelessness, they're gonna see that, oh, that person is homeless, they don't have a home. But like when they actually see homeless people in the street, they're not gonna process that that's the same thing.
Yes.
Because even with Sesame Street, it's a red Muppet. The person's going to be generally cleaner, and it even said she's staying with friends. So she's not actually homeless. She just doesn't own her own home.
Yes.
So,
I don't know.
like, a
I don't know.
3-year-old's not going to drive past a homeless person and be like, hey, they're like the person on my TV show.
On Sesame Street.
On
They're
Sesame
like
Street.
little girl that lives with Elmo now in his crack house. I want to see. I don't know. I'm convinced Elmo's a drug dealer now.
We were just supposed to logic through and discuss the opioid and the homelessness and the happy accident that was Bert and Ernie's sexuality comment.
Alright, yeah. That one's just a straight no from me, Chief. I don't like it.
I don't know.
3 to 5-year-olds should not be raising the question of sexuality.
Right. 3 to 5-year-olds should not be raising a lot of questions that Sesame Street
3 to 10-year-olds shouldn't be raising the question of sexuality.
That really shouldn't come into question until you hit puberty.
Yes. So, no.
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 There's just so much wrong with this.
Yes. There's so much wrong with everything. There's so much wrong with the world. Once again.
We have lost faith in humanity.
We've circled back around to being stupid. We are slowly declining to pure stupidity again. ShitNation, everyone.
ShitNation.
Where we shit on the world because it's fucking stupid now.
So, that being said, since we're starting to repeat our comments, this has been our take on this news for Sesame Street, which is entirely irrelevant to anything people our age and listening to this podcast probably have to do. But
this is purely for your entertainment.
Hey, it's ShitNation. Once again, we are not sponsored by Sesame Street.
No, we are not. Although, if you want to give us money, feel free.
We are not sponsored by Sesame Street because they are probably going to sue us. But that being said, once again, this is Squirrel and this is Baby Giraffe, and this has been ShitNation.
Yeah, fuck it. Bye!